Hello, everyone. Today is the 19th of May, Thursday. Hope you're all well. We are going to be doing a well-rounded practice today with a short massage on the trapezius muscles and the neck, which is always very good to do throughout your day to help to release tension there, okay? Along with that, we'll do some stretching exercises that you could do at any time during your day to bring down the tension as well. So let's start with a little bit of head movement, either seated or standing. Open your shoulders wide. Take a deep breath in and lift your chin. Breathing out, let's lower the chin. And again, we'll breathe in and breathe out. Good. Breathing in. Breathing out. Do that one more time. Breathe in. Move slowly and with lots of awareness for the neck. Now bring your head back neutral, keeping the arms relaxed. Turn your head to the right without turning your shoulder. Come back to center and we'll turn to the left. Avoid moving the shoulders. Back to center. Okay, let's breathe in, turn to the right, and as you breathe out, come back to center. Breathing into the left, so it's a very small movement. Back to center and slow and controlled. As we breathe in, we turn the head. As we breathe out, we come back to center. One more time. Turn and back to center. Good. Lower your chin down towards your chest and let's do half circles. To the right shoulder. Bring the chin back down into the left shoulder. So here I suggest breathe in as you go to the right and breathe out as you go to the left. And again, breathing in to the right, breathing out to the left. One more time each side. Breathing in. And breathing out. Bring your chin back down to your chest and lift your head. Okay, we'll do shoulder circles. You'll lift your shoulders forward, up to the ears, back behind you, and down around in a nice circle. Forward, up, behind, that's it, and down. Beautiful, ladies. Again, forward, up, back, and just coming to awareness of all the muscles around the upper back and neck and how this is affecting them. I think I've mentioned before, a physiotherapist gave me this as an exercise to do every morning because it helps to mobilize the tissues around those top vertebrae in your spine. One more time. Good. Now we're going to use our hands. Turn your palms and place them right on the trapezius muscles. And you will squeeze and squeeze to a point where it feels good and you're also getting a nice massage of those muscles. You may want to turn your fingers in, getting close to the upper vertebra. This is T1 and T2, which is thoracic 1 and 2 of your upper vertebra. So go ahead and squeeze all the tissues around there. And that region tends to hold a lot of stress, especially working during the day, seated, or looking at our computers or phones. We tend to have our head forward. So it creates a lot of stress in this area. Getting a good massage here can help to release that tension. And then for the neck, I love this one. Grab the tissue and the skin and just gently pull it forward. It creates a reaction of your neck and your head to pull backwards against the movement, which also helps to bring your head and neck in an upright position. So anytime during the day, you could do this, just pulling the tissue forward. That's right. Good. Now, after doing that a few times, let's roll the shoulders again, getting those tissues mobilized and moving. Perfect. And clasp your hands behind you. So interlacing the fingers Stretch your arms as straight as possible. And this opens up the muscles that get tight at the front of your body. So simply doing this can help set the shoulders in a proper position during your day. If you feel it's okay, you can lift your chin a bit to stretch the throat and to contract the neck to, again, give it that curve. Breathing 3, 2, 1, and release. Good job, ladies. If you're standing, let's get onto our hands and knees on the mat. If you're seated, just roll over your ankles and come up onto your hands and knees. So with the hands underneath the shoulders and the knees underneath the hips, let's do our cat and cow. Take a deep breath in and curl your spine. Breathing out, we'll round the spine, look to the belly button. And again, we'll curl, breathing in, and round, breathing out. Let's keep going with this. Curling, breathing in, rounding, breathing out. Once more, let's curl and round. Coming back to a flat back. Bring your hips to the right and turn your head to the right and come back to center. Hips to the left, turn your head to the left, back to center. Let's do that again. Hips to the right, turn your head, back to center. To the left, turn your head, back to center. See if you can bring the hips so much to the side that you feel the stretch at the waist. Coming back to center, one more time, opposite side. And back to center. Open your knees now. Sink back onto your heels. Stretch your arms far out in front of you and lower the forehead down to the earth. Child's pose. You'll be opening the stretching of the low back here, as well as the hips. A little bit of a stretch in the knees and thighs. Lifting your head, look forward and come up onto your hands and knees. Bringing your knees in, let's stretch the right leg behind us, toes tucked under, and we're going to press into the heel. You push the heel back and come back. So we're warming up, mobilizing the feet and the toes, going back and forth. And just as a little cue here, while you do this, keep your shoulders wide and away from the ears. Sometimes unconsciously, we lift our shoulders to the ears, but there's no reason for it. You can lower them and widen them, and it helps to release tension. Bring your right knee back down. Let's change. Left leg. Pushing back into the heel and really mobilize those feet, ankle, toes. Helps to get a stretch down the back of the leg as well. Shoulders wide and pushing away from the ears. Good. Bring the knee back down. Right here, let's tuck our toes under and come up to a crouching cat position. We let our hips rise, our back curves, head lengthens forward. We'll bounce back and forth. And this preps the hips, the knees, shoulders, wrists, and hands. Turn your knees to the right and bounce down and back. 3, 2, 1. Then we turn our knees to the left and we'll bounce down and back. 3, 2, 1. Come back to center. Open your feet. Walk your hands back. Now I like to do this in the beginning of class because it really heats up the body. It gets everything functioning nicely for our cardio portion. Fingertips on the floor, toes point forward. We'll bounce down and up. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7. Hips way back. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Push off the floor, hands onto the thighs. Bring your right shoulder forward. Look over your left shoulder. Back to center, left shoulder comes forward, look over the right. Back to center, and again, right shoulder forward. Back to center, left shoulder. back to center, one more time each side. Right shoulder, back to center and left. Good, lift up all the way, step your feet in, and we'll gently walk to the front edges of our mats. All right, getting ready now. We'll be working on the cardio portion. This is where we want to raise the heart rate while mobilizing the entire body. Hands to your heart center. Find that perfect posture. So your ribs are lifted, your shoulders are opening, your chin is parallel to the floor, your legs are strong. Let's go. Deep breath in. Folding forward, bring the elbows towards the knees and come all the way down. Step yourself back to a plank position. I want you to hold the plank here for 3, 2, 1. Bring the knees down and move yourself down slowly to the floor. Point your toes, lengthen out your legs, rise up to a little cobra. Bring your chest back down, push up onto the hands and knees. Tucking the toes, let's take down dog or crouching cat. Hold it here for 3, 2, 1. Raise your right leg and swing it forward. Step the rest of the way forward. Bending your knees, hands to thighs, coming up to chair. Hands to heart center this time with chair. And bounce here. 3, that's it. 2, 1. Come up to standing and stretch your arms by your side so you get that tricep activation. Hands to heart center, perfect posture. Let's go, deep breath in. Folded forward. Stepping back to the plank. We're gonna hold in the plank here, ladies. Lift your chin, open your shoulders, shoulders away from ears. 3, 2, 1. Lower the knees, lower yourself all the way to the earth. Point your toes, lengthen out the legs, rise to a cobra. And push back. Down dog or crouching cat. Hold it here. 3, 2, 1. Lift your left leg and swing it forward. Step the rest of the way forward. Knees bend, hands to thighs, coming up. Hands to heart center. Bounce it here. 3. Good. 2, 1. Up to standing, arms by your sides. Hands to heart center again. Let's keep going. Deep breath in. Fold it forward. Stepping back to plank. Holding 3. Head is lifted. 2. Shoulders wide. 1. Lower yourself. Point your toes to cobra. Down dog or crouching cat. Hold it here. 3, 2, 1. Lift the right leg, swing it forward. Coming forward and into chair. Hands to heart center. 3, 2. Looking good, everyone. 1. All the way to standing. Starting again. Hands to heart center. Deep breath in. Rise. Fold it forward. I want to come have a look. Good. Stepping back to plank. Everybody's looking great. Good. Hold it there. 3, 2, 1. Bring your knees down and then move yourself into cobra. Good. Down dog or crouching cat. Excellent. Hold it here. 3, 2, 1. Bring your left leg up. Swing it forward. Good. Stepping forward all the rest of the way. Perfect. Coming into that chair and bounce it here. 3, 2, beautiful. 1. Coming all the way up to standing. We're going to add on to all of this. Everybody get ready. Hands to heart center. Deep breath in. Fold it forward. Stepping back to the plank. Either you bring your right knee down and you open up to your left, or you spin with both legs and you're in a side plank and we hold it. 3, hips up. 2, belly strong. 1, bring your hands down. Lower your knees. Ladies, if you would like, you can do 1 push-up. If not, you skip it and you move down and we all arrive at cobra, down dog or crouching cat. Now, in down dog or crouching cat, if your knees are sensitive, simply bounce back and forth. If your knees are not sensitive and your back is fine, we're going to do down dog jumping jacks. So you're going to jump out and in, out and in. 3 more times. Out and in. Knees bend. Out and in. 1 more. Out and in. Raise your right leg. Swing it forward. Woohoo! Hands to the thighs. Lift up into chair. And we add on here as well. Hands to heart center. Raise your right knee. Stay strong. Fold it forward. Keep the knee bent for propeller. Back up again. Foot comes down. Come to standing. Arms by your sides. Yes. A lot to take in there. Let's do it again. Hands to heart center. Deep breath in. Fold it forward. Stepping back to the plank. Either lower your left knee, opening up to the right, or you spin both legs. Hold it. 3. Stay strong. 2. Belly in. 1. Bring your hands down. If you wish, you could do a push-up. Move all the way down and we come up at cobra. Down dog or crouching cat. There we go. Raising the heart rate. Out and in if you wish. If you don't want to do the jumping jacks, you bounce in place. But you do at least 5 jumping jacks. 1 more. Woo! Left leg comes up. Swing it forward. Coming up into your chair. Hands to heart center. Left leg comes up. Propeller pose. Back up again. Bring the foot down and come to standing. Yes, ladies, hands to heart center. 2 more rounds. Deep breath in. Fold it forward. Beautiful. Step back to the plank. Yeah. Raise your left arm. So you can bring down your right knee if you wish, or you spin out. Hold it. 3. That looks great. 2. 1. Coming back to the plank. Do a push-up if you wish. Knees can come to the floor. Yeah, all the way down. Point your toes coming up into the cobra. Down dog or crouching cat. Excellent. Here are the jumping jacks. Or you can just bounce back and forth. Out and in 5 times. Remember, keep the belly in. Making the legs stronger. Excellent. Raising the heart rate. Then you raise your right leg. Swing it forward, stepping forward. Into the chair. Hands to heart center. Raise your right leg. Propeller pose, go forward. Back up, right leg lifts. Set it down and come to standing. Arms stretched by your sides. Last round, ladies, stick with it. Hands to heart center. Deep breath in. Woo, fold it forward. Stepping back to the plank. Spin out, raising your right arm. Hold it. 3, 2, 1. Hands come down. You could do a push-up if you wish. All the way down, point your toes into cobra. Down dog or crouching cat. The jumping jacks, or you bounce with your knees. 5 times, ladies. Woo! Last one. Left leg comes up, swing it forward, into the chair, hands to heart center, raise your left leg, propeller, back up in front of you, and set the foot down. Coming all the way up to standing, take a 3 breath break. Deep breath in, keep the arms straight, breathing out, lower the heart rate, calming yourself down, in and out. 1 more deep breath in. Whew. Hands to your hips now. Now, depending on the way your mat is facing your device, step 1 leg back and turn yourself towards your device. So legs are wide, toes pointed out to the side. Okay. Sink down into a little open squat. Hips go back. All right. Lift your chest as much as possible. Engage through your abdomen. Stretch your arms out to the side for a standing frog. Sinking down, lengthen your neck. Hold it here. Breathe deeply. 3, 2, 1. Bring your right elbow down to your right thigh and raise the left arm. Now here, it's going to be important that you make sure your shoulders are widening. Remember, when we massage the shoulders in the trapezius, we had the shoulders down and widening. It's going to be the same idea when you twist and you open up. Shoulders down, stretching the trapezius, widening. Look up to your right hand if possible and hold. Another 3. That's great, everybody. 2, 1. Look down now. Bring your hands down to the inside of your right foot. Turn your left foot so you come into a lunging position. Hold the lunge. Reach your right arm out in front of you. If you have the strength and the power and you're contracting both legs, you could reach both arms out in front of you. Or keep the right hand on the floor, whatever feels best. Hold it. 3, 2, 1. Bring both hands down. Bring the back knee down. Now, if you need to pad the knee, you could roll the mat up and bring it down in the double part of the mat. Set your hands one at a time on the front thigh. Lift up. We've done this posture before in our live yoga classes. Here, we're looking to stretch out the front of the hip as well as the quadricep. You're probably already feeling it, and that's fine. If you want to go farther, you could sink your hips more, but make sure you have power. You're not sinking into it like falling into a posture. If you want to take it even farther, kick up that back foot, grab it, pull it in towards the hip. Now everyone, whatever position you chose, raise your right arm, stretching up to the sky, or to go farther, bring the right hand behind the head and touch the upper back. Lift your chest, lift your chin, holding 3, 2, 1. Good. Release it. Bring the hands down. Tuck the back toes under. Let your mat go flat. And turn your whole body to face the device so you've got this open, wide position with the legs. It's actually called a pyramid position with the legs. Walk your hands out in front of you and press your hips up and chest down towards the floor. I don't expect you to get the chest on the floor. It's just the direction you're going. Feel the stretch down the backs of the legs. Feel the stretch down through the spine. Open your shoulders all the while, holding 3. Deep breaths, 2 and 1. Good job. Walk your hands back. Turn your heels in. Hands one at a time on the thighs, and guess what? We're back up into that standing frog position. It's an open squat, hips go back. So from the side, the hips push back like this, okay? It's not straight up and down. Hips push back a little bit. Toes open, arms out to the sides, and we hold here. Deep breaths, okay? The more you breathe in and out through the nose, the more it's going to calm the nervous system. Shoulders wide and down. Okay, left elbow now on the left thigh. Right arm up. We should have switched sides. If you haven't switched sides, just go in the opposite direction than you did before. Again, opening the shoulders. If you push down through your left elbow, it helps to widen the shoulders. Look up to your right hand. And we hold 3, 2, 1. Look back down. Bring your hands down. Turn your feet get into that lunge position, okay? Strong position for the legs and the hips. Feel like you're pulling your left foot back and your right foot forward. Reach your right arm out. If you want, both arms out. If not, you keep one hand on the floor. 3, 2, 1. Release. Bring that back knee down. You can double the mat if you wish. Bring your hands on the front thigh and lift. Again, that stretch of the front of the hip and the quadriceps. Please never go into any pain in these positions. You could stay here, or you could sink a little bit more, but with power. Keep a contraction in your legs. Or you could kick up the back foot and bring that foot in towards the glute. Raise the opposite arm, reach skyward, or bring the hand to the upper back. Push your head against the forearm to get into the triceps and even more of an opening of the heart center. Let's stay 3, 2, and 1. Good job. This time, let's bring the hands down, tuck the back toes under, flatten out your mat, everyone. And we're going to step back to a down dog or a crouching cat. Get yourself into the position. I prefer that most of you have your knees slightly bent at least. Hold. Taking a deep breath in, move into a plank position. Hold. Breathe out, move back to down dog or crouching cat. Hold. Breathe in to plank. Get slow in the movement so that you can feel the abdominals flattening out and contracting. Back to down dog. Releasing, getting the stretch down the backs of the heels, legs, calves. One more time, moving into plank. Hold. And down dog or crouching cat. All right, everyone. Bring your knees down gently. Open the knees and let's come into child's pose. Just to get a quick, short release. Coming back up onto your hands and knees. Bring your knees in. Stretch your right leg behind you, left arm in front of you. And we'll raise right leg, left arm, and we will hold here. You can point your toes if you wish. Lengthen out your left arm. Feel the back engaging and holding you. Keep breathing. Bring the hands and the knee back down. Open your knees once again. Take a child's pose just to release. Back up again on the hands and knees. Left leg behind you. Point the toes. Right arm out in front of you. Raise right arm, left leg, and we hold. This is an isometric contraction. Toning up those muscles. We work the muscles in all the different kinds of contractions. Pulsing, full movement, and isometrics. Coming back down. Now we'll walk our knees back and move all the way down to the floor. Hands under the forehead. Move your hips from side to side. Okay. Bring your arms out to the sides, fingertips on the floor, elbows are bent. Your feet are hip width. You're going to squeeze the shoulder blades and lift just the chin and the throat. Then lift both legs, contracting down the backs of the legs. Keep the fingertips on the floor, see if you can lift your chest a little bit. And hold it here. Keep breathing deeply. 3, stay strong in the legs and the glutes. 2, and 1. Hands under the forehead, move your hips from side to side. Good job, everybody. Very good. Stretch your arms back out to the sides. This time the palms are on the floor, the arms are straight. Bend both knees and touch the big toes to each other. Set your right hand on the floor underneath the right shoulder. Keep the left arm stretched out to the side and very gently roll your legs over to the left-hand side, turning your head. You're going to feel the stretch in the shoulder and the pectorals of the left side. Lift both knees up off the floor and push the feet behind you for a contraction through the legs, glutes, and the back. And we hold it. 3, 2, 1. Roll back onto your belly. Release the legs, hands under the forehead, and move your hips from side to side. Same thing, other side. Stretch your arms wide to the sides, palms on the floor. Bend your knees, big toes touch. Left hand goes underneath the left shoulder. And let's go. The feet go to the right. And you twist open. Lift both knees up off the floor so you get that contraction through the legs, side glutes, low back working as well. And you got the stretch into the right hand side of your pectoral muscles. Hold it. 3, good. 2, excellent. 1, coming back onto your belly. Woo. Hands under the forehead. Move the hips from side to side. Bending both knees again, flex your feet this time and reach around. If you can grab your pant legs, great. If you can grab a hold of the heels, great, okay? Avoid grabbing the ankles because this pushing movement tends to take the femur bones out of their proper position. You want to keep the femur bones back. Lift your head, chest, and shoulders and push your heels into your hands. And let's hold here. 3, 2, and 1. Come on back down, hands under the shoulders. Push up onto the hands and knees. Walk your hands off the right-hand side of the mat. Press your hips back. Get a stretch through the back and the side body. And we'll release, other side. Hips go back. Get that stretch. Good. Coming back up. Bring your knees to one side and let's come to a seated position, everyone. Soles of the feet together, knees wide. Rock a bit from side to side. Just getting a little massage on the outsides of the hips. Good. Grab around your toes. Open your knees as wide as possible. Lift through the chest and fold forward. You don't have to go very far. See how far you can go and just stay there and breathe. With each breath out, see if you can go a millimeter farther, just a millimeter. Good. Lift your knees back up. Stretch your right leg out to the front of you. Toes point upwards to the sky. Left foot comes to the inside of the right thigh. Hands behind, push gently against the hands so the chest comes forward. And then, if you're feeling good, release your left hand and reach for your right ankle or the foot. Pull yourself down without any pain, please. Just look for the length and the stretch. Stay with your breath. Releasing this, bring your left hand behind you Raise your right arm and lift the hips up, opening up the front of the body. Push the hips diagonally skyward. Let that right arm go back, 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 and then release and come back down. Bring the left leg over the right, and we'll do our classic twist. Grab a hold of the knee, turn, and look behind you. Unwinding, uncross, and take the butterfly position once again. Grab around the toes, lift up your chest, press the feet against each other, and gently begin moving forward with the chest. With each breath out, see if you can move even just a millimeter farther. Good. Let's change legs. Left leg stretching out. Bring the right foot in to the inner thigh. Hands behind you. Lift the chest. And let's push against our fingertips to lean forward. Remember to lean forward from the chest and not from the chin. The chin just stays in its neutral position, lengthening the neck. If you'd like, reach your right arm out in front of you, grab the ankle or perhaps the foot, and hold, breathing deeply. Bring the right arm around behind you now. Left arm reaches up and we lift the hips up. Getting that counter posture. Let your head go back if you wish. Reach behind you. 3, 2, 1. Relax down. Bring that right knee up and over the left leg. Grab a hold of the knee and get into a spinal twist, looking behind you. Good job. Let's uncross, bend your knees, and get into a position where you'll lie down on your mat. Pull your belly in as you softly lie your back down onto the floor. Feet in towards the hips, and here we go with our yogic bridge, and we're gonna add on some work for the perineum. Super important for everyone, men and women alike. Elbows into the floor, open the chest, lengthen your neck, and raise your hips up. Now, as you have your hips up, we're going to be contracting the perineum. I spoke about this a couple of weeks ago. You want to first contract the muscles of the anus, then close the doors of the vagina. It's like an elevator closing, and close off the urethra. So you go anus, vagina, urethra, and pull everything upwards as you breathe out. Relax. You'll do that again. Contract. Anus, doors, urethra. Breathe out, pull everything up. Relax. Now we're going to add on the legs. So contract everything in the perineum. Breathe out and bring your knees together. Woo! Makes it really strong. Breathe in, bring your knees apart. Same thing, contract the perineum. Lift the elevator. Close the knees together as you breathe out. Breathe in, knees apart. 3 more times. Breathe in, knees apart. 2 more times. Let's go together. Apart. Here comes your last one. Make it count. Nice and strong, ladies. Knees apart. Lower your hips down to the floor. Bring the soles of your feet together, knees wide. Let yourself relax here for a moment. If you'd like, set your hands at the fronts of your hips and take just a couple of deep breaths here. Lift your knees back up. Reset for your classic yoga bridge. Feet apart, elbows into the floor, open the chest, and raise your hips up. Hold here. As much as possible, you want to open up the front of the body. Use the glutes and the quadriceps. And breathe deeply and slowly. If you'd like to take full bridge pose, if you've been regularly practicing full bridge, you may, by setting your hands now, come up to the crown of your head and push all the way up. Otherwise, stay with us in half bridge. Now everybody comes into half bridge. If you're in full bridge, come back to half bridge. Raise your arms over your head and lower one vertebra at a time. Very, very, very slowly. Yeah. And once the back is all the way onto the floor, bring your knees up to your chest and rock from side to side to relax and let go. Good job. Very good. Let's bring our right ankle over the left thigh. Grab around your legs and pull the knees towards the shoulders. Keeping the legs crossed, bring your left foot on the floor, open your arms wide, and let your knees go to the right. So it's an open twist. Right thigh goes down to the floor. Right ankle pushes on the left knee to get that iliotibial band. Turn your head to the left. Let's uncross the legs and lift your left knee, right knee follows. Cross your left leg over your right. Let's lift and grab around the legs, pull them in towards the chest. Holding here. Keeping the legs crossed, bring your right foot back down to the floor. Let your knees open up to your left, arms wide. Turn your head to the right for that open twist. Releasing the legs, right knee lifts first, left knee follows. Squeeze your knees once more to your chest. Raise your feet for a happy baby pose. Lift your head, rounding out the entire spine, and then lowering gently your head to the earth. Set your feet flat and set your hands onto your belly. So recently I've been experimenting with doing breathing exercises at the end of class, just before relaxation. And it's been phenomenal, the results that students have had in deepening their relaxation and calming the nervous system. So let's go. Hands on the belly. Take a deep breath in. Be sure your belly goes up and open, not down. We just work the perineum. We don't want to press against the perineum. We keep the perineum strong. It's just a breath in to the upper belly and out. And again, in and out. Once more, deep breath in, hold your breath. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe out. Take natural breaths now. At your next breath in, expand the upper belly. Hold your breath for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe everything out. Natural breaths in and out. These breath holds help to raise the CO2 in the body, which helps you to capture more oxygen at your next breaths. It also does really interesting work at a cellular level to hold your breath, and it helps to focus the mind. Next breath in. Hold your breath, this time longer. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Breathe everything out, releasing. Breathe naturally and stretch one leg at a time onto the floor. Turn the palms of your hands to the sky, taking a good position for Shavasana. If you need to make any small adjustments, you can make them now. Taking deep, slow breaths, ladies. Let's begin to relax the feet and the legs. Relax your hands and your arms. Relax the entire structure of the hips and the lower belly. Relax your waist, your low back, and the middle of your belly. Your rib cage, your chest, your upper back. Your shoulders, your neck, and your throat. Soften the jaw. Soften all the muscles of the face. And let the skin become completely smooth. Soften the different regions of your head, behind your ears, at the temples, and even your scalp and hair. And let's imagine that we're looking upwards at the sky and we see a beautiful rainbow. All the colors of the spectrum. And it's hovering just above us. And that rainbow begins to curve downwards towards you. And it moves down over your body, shining all of its colors onto you. It's warm, it gives you energy. And you receive all the colors, all the differences, the entire spectrum of light. Bathe in it. And begin to breathe more deeply. Move your fingers and your toes. Raise your arms over your head and stretch from fingers to toes. And then bring your knees up to your chest. Squeeze them in against the chest. Good. Rock a bit from side to side. Right arm to the right ear. Roll to your right hand side. Lifting yourself up from the side. Good. Let's rub our hands together when you're ready. And bring your hands over your face, gently tapping around your eyes. Shake your hands out. This time, after rubbing our hands together, bring your hands to your cheeks. So you set your hands all the way against your cheeks. Relaxing your mouth, but keep your mouth closed. Make a gentle circle. Feel how it moves the skin. This is also moving the lymph, which will also affect the muscles of the jaw and the muscles around the lips. Now gently pull the skin towards the ears and make a little kiss motion with your lips. 3 times. 2. Once more. 3. Good. And bring your hands to your heart center. Notice how it makes your jaw feel your lips and around your mouth. It helps to release it. And I wish you all a lovely afternoon. Thanks very much for joining. Namaste. Good job, everyone.